Hello and Merry Christmas. Today is Christmas Eve, and I just wanted to share a word of encouragement with you. If you would read Luke chapter 1, verses 26 to 38, it will give you background. And I'm sure you've read this before. It's the pronouncement of Jesus' birth by the angel Gabriel to Mary the Virgin. And we realize that even though it was a beautiful pronouncement, and one that has blessed all of us even up to this age, because we realize through the birth of Jesus, it was God reconciling all of sinful man back to him, a holy God. Even though this pronouncement was great, and even though it was a blessing upon Mary, we realize that it was a challenge for Mary as well. If you look at verse 29, it says, "And when she saw him, she was troubled at his saying, and cast in her mind what manner of salutation this should be from the angel," right? And then in verse 30, "And the angel said unto her, Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God." So we realize even though it was a blessing being poured upon her, it was also a challenge and at times made her fearful. If you look at verse 34, it says, Then said Mary unto the angel, How shall this be, seeing that I know not a man? There were also some different things that she didn't understand in regards to the pronouncement. And how is this going to work out, knowing that I'm a virgin and I'm just a spouse to Joseph and we're not married yet? And what about the whole idea of being pregnant outside of wedlock? You know, you could get stoned for that at that time. Well, I just want to, as we reflect on this, yes, to remember that it's the whole message of sinful man being reconciled back to a holy God. But I also am concerned about you who have been through different challenges this year and maybe some heavy trials. Please realize, as with Mary, that a lot of blessings are packaged together with our trials and our challenges. I remember in 2013 when my husband, William, was diagnosed with cancer. And here we are a year later. And it has been a mixture of challenges and blessings that we went through this past year. And I even stopped blogging during this time and was even trying to decide, Lord, do you want me to pick blogging and inspiring women back up? And the Lord has given me the go-ahead now, along with my hubby. And this is pretty much one of the first bloggings, even though it's a video, that I'm beginning to pick back up again. But I, with my hubby this year, went through a lot of challenges as well as blessings after his diagnosis with cancer. I want to leave you with two thoughts. I don't know what challenges or trials you've gone through this year, but I want you to remember two things. When you read verse 37 of chapter 1 of Luke, it says, "For with God nothing is impossible." Whatever challenge you went through, I hope you took time enough to get before the Lord and to see that there is a blessing involved with it as well. And to realize that with God, nothing is impossible. And then verse 38, "And Mary said, Behold, the handmaid of the Lord, be it unto me according to thy will, according to thy word. And the angel departed from her." You know, when God reveals something to us, and maybe we don't understand all the facts, or we don't know how this could happen to us, one of the main two things we need to remember is that with God, nothing is impossible. And then number two, we need to trust Him and humble ourselves and the whole situation before God and watch Him work. So just a little bit of encouragement for you in regards to what you've been through, and looking forward to 2015 should the Lord tarry. Always remember, a lot of times blessings do come packaged with challenges and trials, but nothing is impossible for Him. And when we humble ourselves and we trust Him, He will always, always work it out.